Hey everybody, it's Cameron. I'm back with a sales update video. This is for the month of October. It's been a while since I made a video. Life has just been getting in the way. I've been really busy. Honestly, haven't even done as much picking as I would like, which has hurt sales kind of for the past 2 months into October and November. Haven't done enough listing. I don't recommend doing this around this time of the month. You want to be fourth quarter, you want to be prepared and have stuff listed prior to that and really grind it out the whole quarter because sales are just better around this time traditionally, just because of the holidays and people buying for Christmas and stuff like that. So life just kind of came on me pretty fast and we had to do a lot of things and positive things and things I wanted to do, but it did take away time from selling and listing and also making videos. So I appreciate those who still want to watch mine, even though it's been a while. Hopefully now I'll be back on track. I do have a haul video to do as well. Hopefully I'll get that up this week as well. So the month was a little bit, it was actually up from August, $2,100, a little bit, 5%. But there's a couple of sales in there that actually were canceled, so I think it would have brought it to about the same as August. Still lower than we were the months before that, so hopefully we'll still pick it back up in November and December to squeeze out a couple of extra good months for the quarter number four. So 21,000 or $2,100, 2181.16. That's pretty good. Not where you want to be, like where I want to be, but at least we still made some money and helped pay the rent, things like that. So let's jump into what sold. Starting here, the first day sold a DJ Hero wireless receiver for 10 bucks. These little dongles for Guitar Hero, Rock Band, DJ Hero, picked them up. They sell for at least, 8 to maybe $15. Usually you can get them for really cheap. Um, Most of the time they're going to work and people still need them even though they're for older systems. So that was cool. This was a Wrangler shirt here. I paid like 7 bucks for this. I ended up selling for 22. Wasn't really a great buy, but I definitely didn't lose any money on it. The person loved it, gave me good feedback, so that was pretty cool. I just liked the look of it. It had a really nice look. This is one of those sales that actually went through, but they bought it, but then they canceled it. Person bought all these Harvard Classics books, but then as we were packing it up, they requested a cancel of the order, so we went ahead and canceled it. So that one didn't happen. Same with this Kings one. It was odd. They were back to back. This one wasn't canceled, but we shipped it out, and then the lady said she never got it. It was returned to us for not an address. I think she had the wrong address in there. I talked to her about resending out if she wanted to pay the shipping. She did not, so we just refunded her the amount less the shipping cost. So that didn't count either. This one did count though. Jason Witten jersey right there. This is a size small. Paid $1. Sold it for 25 bucks really quick. My Little Pony, Apple Sprout, got this for 6 or 7 bucks. Sold it for 40. It was funny. I had this up with the best offer. I think at like 39 plus best offer. People were offering me like 20 bucks and 22 bucks. And then someone came through and paid the full price, which was awesome. Another jersey here. This is the Chargers one. I paid $1 for this, sold it for 20. Philip Rivers still plays there, and he's still people still like him, even though he's not always that great of a player. But his jersey still sells, so 20 bucks there, pretty easy. Polaroid camera. I want to say I paid 5, sold it for 22. I'll pay 5 on Polaroids all day. The instant cameras, the 600 variety, or the Spectra, or the Centra ones, or what are they called? I don't know. Um, these ones just sell well. So you definitely can get 22 to 30 bucks depending on which style it is. One person buys all my cameras, so I'll list them and it'll sell within a day. These are some shoes I paid, I think, 12 or 16 bucks for at Savers. Sold them for 55. They also shipped locally, so that was a pretty good deal. The person was super happy with them, so that was awesome. Some more book lots from that Christian book sale. 17 bucks for 5 little paperback books. That was awesome. I probably had no more than, 20 cents in each book, so by the time I bought them all, so that's a pretty good deal. Some Lego figures. I had picked these up in a Lego lot. They were in one bag together. They're actually from this Bomb Squad. excuse me, set. So I threw them all together and got 14 bucks. So that was pretty cool. One of my best sales of the month, probably of the past couple months. This is that and one mixtape. I don't know if you guys remember it. It was a basketball and one jersey from the street ball kind of stuff they did. It was Sick With It was his name. Listed it for 150. A gentleman offered me 140 within a couple of days of listing it. I took it and ran. I only paid $7. So look out for and one mixtape basketball jerseys. Lego little police car here. I don't know how I got this. I want to say 50 cents or something. Sold it for $8. Rummy Royale. It's funny. I picked this up with a Scrabble. Scrabble is 50 cents. I didn't know about this. It was just sitting there. She said, "Why don't you take the other one to make it an even dollar?" I'm glad she did because this sold for more than the Scrabble was worth. So I didn't know about this, but Rummy Royal, it's like a big mat, and mine was a little bit worn inside. It had a couple of marks. Still got 19 bucks. If you have one that's brand new, you can do pretty well. Another My Little Pony here, Majesty from a lot I bought for 10 bucks. Sold that one for 11. Paid $2 on the Pyrex. Sold that for 20. It had a lid, but for some reason I didn't put it as the first picture. But my wife packed that one up and it arrived no issues. So I think we spent like $8 to ship it. So not great. It was something I bought just to see if the pattern was any good, and it turns out it wasn't that rare or anything. This is an Eagles jersey. I paid $4 for it. Sold it for 18. It's Donovan McNabb. Pretty good player. Don't want to spend too much on his anymore because they go for like 18, maybe 15 bucks. So Apple Mouse. I think I paid $1 for that. It's maybe two. Sold it for $20 pretty quickly. An older listing that I've had, a Child's First Library books. A stack of 10. So those for 22. I had paid $5 for all of them. So even with media mail, still good. Spectra, another one here, paid $5 or $6. Sold that one for 24. Two Comic-Con Nerf guns. I think you guys probably saw this in the videos. I picked them up for $4 each. Sold them for 50, I believe. So that was a pretty good deal. They went to Montana or something like that. Got good feedback, so that was good. Two Louis L'Amour audio cassettes. Don't recommend really buying these. I had paid $1 each, I think, and ended up selling them for 15. It took a long time, but I actually listed these while I was on vacation. You can see the background's different. It was at camp that we go to in a cabin, and I bought them out there. And then I told my family, I was like, I bet you I can list some stuff and sell it. And I did. I sold some printering within a day, so those have a little different background. Some Jungle Doctor books. These are from that Christian bookstore that I bought everything from. Again, about 20 cents, 25 cents each. Got 15 for those. Louisiana Tech Terry Bradshaw jersey. Paid 12 for this. So I paid up a little bit, but got 35. Still worth it. I always buy jerseys. I don't mind paying up a little bit. I like them for one. And, I still made money. So pretty cool jersey. It's a college jersey. Another two My Ponies here, My Little Ponies. This is the Glory and the Baby one. Got 18 for those. This actually sold for 17 bucks. I think I paid $1 for it from a garage sale. These film roll ones, they're not that great. They don't sell for as much anymore, and they are a little heavy. So you really got to get the $17 to cover the $6.99 to cover the padded flat rate shipping on it. And the $10 is for what I take away. So you really don't want to spend a whole lot for those. But they do sell. They're sometimes a little bit longer sale. Monopoly, I had bought this in a lot. $10 for like 5 or 6 boxed NES games. Nothing great. Sold that one for 13. 4 more books. Hilda Stahl. Those are, like I said, 25 cents each. 13 bucks all day. Jersey right here, Utah Jazz. We bought this at camp as well when we were on vacation. My wife picked it up. It's Karl Malone. Awesome jersey. It's just really small. It's a size 36. Had it been like a size 44 or 42 or something like that, we would have been able to probably get a little bit more for this one. It's just so small, it's not as ideal. And it had a little bit of cracking you can see in the numbers, and on the back it's a little bit worse, but paid $5. We sold it for 30, so that was awesome. Moving on, remote control here. I picked this up, I want to say for $1 or 50 cents, $1 at a big rummage sale. Sold it for 17 within like 2 days. Indians, what's it called, sweatshirt. This sold prior to the World Series, being a side or anything. It was pretty cool. Got paid $1 or two for it. Sold it for 20. So that was awesome. These are a bunch of ink I had bought. One guy bought everything. I spent probably $5 each set here, so 10, 20, 30, I don't know, something like that, and I sold them for a combined 120 something. So that was awesome. One guy bought them all and they sold quick. If you don't buy printer ink that's sealed, HB, stuff like that, you're crazy because there's so much money to be made on the ink. Not all of them are extremely valuable, but look them up, and especially if you can buy a lot of one kind. I split these up like this because I figured one individual buyer may not buy all of them. Instead, one guy bought all three. I guess he sells ink or something like that. So I don't care. If he makes more money on me, that's fine. I made plenty on those. More books here from that lot. Incredible Worlds of Wally McDougall, $30 for those. That's more than $1 a book. I only paid 25 cents, so still pretty good. This is the Chronicles of Narnia. It didn't have the box set. The books were a little worn. You can see the library labels there. It still got 15. The Chronicles of Narnia stuff will sell if you have the 1 through 7, especially a box set. You can get anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks used. People still buy it. A lot of people I've kind of come across are like, oh, they don't want to mess around with stuff like that, a little box set for paperbacks. It's still worth it if you can get it for $1 or $2. So C.S. Lewis ones, they usually sell. This was funny, this sale. 17 bucks, not a whole lot, obviously. I had Insurgent and Allegiant. I had bought these for $1 each at a garage sale while ago, over a year ago. I thought my wife had this one from a friend who gave her a bunch of books, and I thought, oh, I'll buy these two. They didn't have the Divergent one at the sale. I'm like, I'll buy these two, and then I'll match it with hers, and we can sell them then when they're worth a little money. Well, she didn't have it. I could never find this. Showed up at a garage sale and saw just this book for 50 cents. So I bought it, put it together, and finally sold it for 17. Not worth a whole lot, but if you could get this set for $2 or $3, you can make 17. There's also a fourth one, I believe, in the series, which you can get 20 for if you have them all. So this is a little jacket here. I paid $5 for this. Ended up selling for 20. Not great, but it's a little rain jacket. It has pretty cool, like little floral pattern on the side. C.S. Lewis screw tape letters, audio CDs and DVD. I paid $3 for this. Sold it for 22. So that was pretty good. These were one of the sales that didn't go through. The guy bought them early in the day. I get home to ship them, and he's now canceled the sale. So hopefully those will eventually sell. It's been a while, and you can see the background's older. More books, 6 of them, $12, quarter a piece. All day, people. You got to buy the books if you can find a little set. Like I said, Christian ones do better than a lot of the other ones. So, but books, ink, Polaroid cameras, video games, those are like my go-tos. Like if I can find those, I feel pretty good at the end of the day. A Game Boy Advance SP. I paid $5 for this. I bought a bunch of new batteries to put them in. I had like 3 or 4 Game Boys, so I bought this pack of 4. That was like $4 each. So I put a brand new battery in there, and I had to buy a charger for it, which was $1 something, $2. I bought a lot of 4, so I had another $6 added in. I sold it for 43. It's nice if you have an old charger, you don't need one, but it's nice to put a new battery in because you can list that in the listing, and I think it helps a little bit. This multi-tool. Sold it for 25. It was in the garage. I used it for something when I was working in the garage, and I thought, man, I'm just gonna take this off listing and just keep it. And like 2 days later, I didn't take it off, but it sold. So I had paid $5. It sold for 25. This was again something I bought at camp, but you can't really complain. $5 into 25 is pretty good. It shipped, I want to say, first class. This was a little laughing head, the drunk. It hangs and it kind of puts out steam or whatever. I don't know, some mist, like he's smoking, and he kind of like laughs. I paid $1. It was broken. I couldn't get it to work, but it had the box and all the paperwork. It sold for $40, broken. A working one is like 80, so pretty good. Harvest Moon, I spent $30 or $25 on some Wii stuff. I think 25. These came in there. One wasn't complete, but threw them together. Got $30 for the set. This was given to me by my father-in-law. He was cleaning up some of his stuff. It's a Bible audio CDs. Sold that for 15. This is the laser tag TV attachment. Sold that for 12. It came with a bunch of stuff I bought, so I didn't pay anything for it. More books. Sadie Rose, got good feedback on these ones as well. 25 bucks. That's, basically 2 something a book. Pretty darn good. Polaroid One Step, as I just mentioned, love my Polaroids. Sold that for 25. 3 more inks. I want to say I paid 5 or 6 bucks for those. Ended up selling them for 26 bucks. Radio Shack portable police scanner. Bought this in a lot for 4 bucks. It worked, but some of the buttons didn't work. I don't know. Some of them did, some of them didn't. I don't know if it needed to be cleaned up or if I wasn't using it right. Working, you can get like 60 bucks for these. I actually just bought one this weekend again, but this one didn't. I mean, it worked, but it was obviously it didn't seem like it was working properly. I sold it for 27, shipped in a padded flat rate, and we were all good there, so that was awesome. My Little Pony from that lot, sold a couple already this month. This one sold for 30. It was a little bit more rare. It had the wings. Another Polaroid here for 28. The best Guitar Hero receiver that I have that is sold, 25 bucks for this one. So if you look at that number there, 95893.806, it's on the thing. If you find that one sells well. I think it sold within 2 days. So pretty cool. I bought a bunch of Game Boy stuff for some other games. This was in there. I just listed a bunch of cartridges individually. Sold that for 6. Scrabble RSVP tiles. Paid $1 for the box for the whole game. Sold those for 13 within a couple hours. I was surprised. This was something else that was bought and the person never paid. So they bought it. They told me they were going to pay within a week. Never did. So we canceled that and got our money back. So that's fine. These were things I had like $1 in. Sold them for 8 bucks. Not that great. You may remember that huge horse, that For Real Friends that I bought. That talking horse. I told you I was going to take it apart. I did take it apart. Sold the battery cover for butterscotch for 40 bucks. I had paid $1 for the entire horse, and I sold just this. The ear was actually damaged. I couldn't end up using it, and I threw the rest away because it wasn't worth the time pulling off all the fur. But then I just bought one 2 weeks ago. I bought another one for 3 bucks that has a tail, which is in pretty good shape, and I should be able to pull this off of there too. So I'll throw the rest away. It doesn't work. So it's funny that I found 2 of those. For the best of the Christian books, the highest dollar amount that I bought were these Bernard Palmer, Danny Orlis Christian books. I had bought, they were in a big lot, like 25 cents a book or something like that. I sold all those for 75, so that was awesome. All paperback, highly worn too, not in the greatest shape. This was a key given to me. Kia Forte, if you find old keys, obviously don't steal them from people, but if for some reason it's at a garage sale or you find one, this one ended up selling for 25 bucks. It was free, given to me. 2 more books that I got. Max Lucado. These are kind of Christian, more adult books about life and facing some of the troubles in life. Sold those for 10. Sony Handycam, sold it for 75. I had paid 15 for this. These Sony Handycams, there's a bunch of different kinds, but they do sell 75 bucks. A little bit slow to sell. These cameras, you got to find the right person. Obviously, the market's not, as big as it used to be, but they can sell, especially if you get one that works with the charger and everything. Teddy Ruxpin Santa outfit. I couldn't find the belt for the longest time. It fell out of the box. It was just underneath something else, but drove me nuts for like an hour looking for it. But finally found it. It didn't have the hat, which I believe is on here, or maybe their gloves too. But 15. Teddy Ruxpin stuff. You're better off not even worrying about Teddy Ruxpin and the stuffed animal. It seems like the accessories and the books and the cassettes and stuff, you can make plenty of money on those. This was a Bible, paid 25 cents for it. Ended up selling it for $19 within a day. So that was awesome. These books, this month was horrible with either no sales or returns. Sold them. The person ended up saying they weren't that good. I had said that they were, they had wear, but there's still a lot of life left. They felt like they shouldn't have been listed, so that ended up being a return. Pokemon pillow though, paid $1, sold it for 20, shipped first class, and that was awesome. Some more Teddy Ruxpin stuff. This is just a mixed lot. The tape does not go with the books. I had bought a whole bunch of stuff. This was the leftovers, so I sold that for 14. Paid $2 for this Bible at the Goodwill. Sold it for 20 bucks. This was an awesome find. My wife had found this at a pawn shop. We paid 30 bucks, I believe, for this, something like that. Sold that for 110 within 2 days. Awesome. Another Bible here, bought 25 cents, sold that for 12. Moscow Mule, solid copper mugs. Remember that name, says West Bend on the bottom, copper. They were worn. I had paid 20 bucks for the set, sold those for 60, and they shipped pretty local, so the shipping was cheap. Remember this name for books, Ken Holt. Bought these 25 cents at a book sale. They're from the, I think, 60s or something like that. 5 of them. Sold 5 old paperback children's or hardcover children's books with the dust jackets, but 60 bucks for those. 12 bucks a book. Awesome. Sugar Creek Gang. These books were really tattered and worn. Still got 22 bucks for those. Lightline books. There's actually 6. I said 6 here, and one of the other books is from the same author, so it's not a Lightline, but ended up selling those for 25, which was awesome. Hero, don't even know what this is. Bought 3 of them a long time ago for 5 bucks each. Sold one for like 30 bucks, and then I'm already down to 22 now, and I sold another one for 22. So I've made all my money back because it ships first class, but not even sure what Hero 108 is. But some reason people buy them. Really, not many people, but apparently there's a few in the world. Department 56, a house. I had bought this in a lot for 10 bucks, sold that for 28. Actually shipped to California, so that made it easy. Paid 4 bucks for this Lakers Gary Payton throwback youth jersey, sold that for 25. And a Remington Micro Speed razor kit or a replacement blade, paid 75 cents, sold that for 16. We are moving along, people. Almost done. Then we have here a Carpenter jeans, paid $1 for these. Brand new at a estate sale. Not sure why they were $1. Sold those for 28. They're Lee. Lee's not even as good a brand as Levi or something like that. But they were the Carpenter ones. They're brand new, so pretty good. 20 questions. Paid like 50 cents for this. I always pick these up for $1 if they work for 50 cents because I know I can sell them for at least 8, and they sell pretty quick. You know, I'll make a ton of money, but I'll take an extra 3 bucks in my pocket. Mitsubishi remote, picked this up at a thrift store for, I want to say $1.99. Sold that for 30. Brooks Brothers, paid $1 for this Maker's button up. It's a smaller one, so I usually don't like to sell them, but it was only $1 at an estate sale. Sold that for 17. And Time Crisis for the PlayStation 1. I think I paid 50 cents for this, and it sold for 8 bucks. Like I said, I like to buy video games as well, like jerseys. I like video games, so if I can make a few bucks off it, you know, enlisted, I like to have it in there. So, you know, it probably shipped for $2.60, so I got probably $3 and some change out of it, so that's not too bad. So, honestly, that's everything, guys. I wish it was a better month, believe me, but it was not. I do appreciate you guys watching. I am sorry for the delays in getting things up because I like to be pretty regular with that. I'm sure there's plenty of other videos to watch out there, but I like to make mine, and it also helps me to kind of motivates me to keep listening and doing stuff so I have something to show you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are killing it out there. I'm sure some of you are and did way better than me. If you got any cool sales or something you want to show, definitely message me, send me a comment. I'd like to hear it. As much as I like showing my stuff, I'm here to learn too. So if someone's got information that would help me, bolos or whatever, please let me know because, you know, we're kind of a big community, hopefully trying to help each other. And hopefully, you know, if there's something you know, you can always put it out there and the rest of us can benefit from that as well. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. Next week is Thanksgiving, so if I don't make another video, I hope everyone has a happy holiday on Thanksgiving, and you guys take care. Bye-bye.